family member who works at hospital divulged my sick mother's medical information to unwanted people. First off, this is a hard post for me to write because my mother passed away 2 days ago, and this problem ruined my last moments with her. My mom had been sick from Parkinson's for a while, and last week we took her to the hospital because her health had taken a turn for the worse. We have some distant family members who we try to stay away from because they caused us a lot of trouble and grief over the years. So me, my mom, and my dad don't want nothing to do with them, but they always find a way to intrude into our lives. I know one of them, a cousin, works at the same hospital my mom was in. My mom stayed at the hospital for more than a week, and finally the doctor said my mom didn't have much time to live. Basically, my mom was dying on that day because her organs were failing. As me and my dad are next to my mom grieving over her condition, I can hear some people barging into our hospital room. I thought it was one of the nurses, but I was horrified to see those unwanted family members, including the cousin that works there, trying to come inside the room completely unannounced. I quickly told them to get out and called the nurse. The nurse told me that those people had said that they wanted to say goodbye to my mom. So on top of me being devastated about my mom's condition, my special last moments with her were ruined by these people. It was a very traumatic moment. Only me and my dad knew that my mom was at the hospital. We didn't tell anybody else about it. How did they know we were at this hospital? How did they know our room number? If they wanted to say goodbye, they must have known my mom was dying precisely on that day. And again, how did they know all this private information? The only person I can think of is that cousin who works at that hospital as a nurse, but in another department. Could she have access to our records? Can I legally do anything about it?
This is a sad situation and likely a HIPAA violation. If the cousin, a hospital employee, accessed and shared the mother's medical information without permission, it's an unauthorized disclosure of protected health information. Since she worked in another department and wasn't involved in the mother's care, accessing those records would be a breach of HIPAA. Sharing details like hospitalization status or room number without consent is strictly prohibited. Anyone facing this should report it to the hospital's compliance officer immediately. If the issue isn't resolved, filing a complaint with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office for Civil Rights is the next step. To prevent this, hospitals and medical practices should enforce stricter access controls to protect patient privacy.